The word of the day is unthinkable. We are at a time where certainly we have differences of opinions, we have differences of values, we have differences of belief, and we have differences of ways of carrying things forward. But is it the answer to take it upon yourself to prepare and plan an attack such that you're killing politicians because of the fact that you have divergent views? What am I speaking about? I'm speaking about the issue that occurred in Minnesota where the individual, I will not mention his name, engaged in a killing of a state representative and her spouse, in addition to an attempted killing of another state representative and his spouse. Insane. Where are we? And so as a result, he is rightfully being charged in the state and at the federal level. Let's talk about that. As it relates to the federal charges, there are 2 counts of stalking as a result of what he did. He planned this. He really staked out who these people were. He did investigations with regard to where they lived, with regard to what they were doing, with regard to when they may potentially be there. He got guns, several of them that were found in his car. He had various writings and notations to map out specifically what he wanted to do and who he wanted to do it to. He had a list of dozens and dozens of people who had divergent views who he was going to kill. So there are 2 counts of stalking in addition to 2 counts of murder with a firearm, in addition to 2 more counts of firearm usage that resulted in murder. So from the federal perspective, he could in fact be eligible for the death penalty. Why? Because of the aggravated circumstance of substantial planning that went into what he was doing. He's also being charged at the state level. Right now, it's murder in the 2nd degree, which does not involve premeditation, but not so fast. Once a grand jury, that is, members of the public, convene and they sit and they hear the evidence, it will, in all likelihood, be elevated to 1st degree murder at the state level with planning and premeditation. And he's charged with attempted murder at the state level. Now, you may ask why. Why? Because there's room for the federal government to get involved, and there's also room for the state to hold him accountable. The distinction is that in Minnesota, you don't have the death penalty, so a conviction will result in life without parole. But the federal government, a conviction could sentence him to death. We'll see how this process moves forward, but at the end of the day, it is unthinkable, it's unimaginable, it's unwarranted, and where are we? And so justice, what does that look like, and what does it even mean when people are dead because you have different philosophical views? May the law be with you. See you on YouTube and Substack for more.